Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is another MPR broadcast brought to you by the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours, the Couch Rider Report podcast and website. Check us out. Let's jump right in, people. I want to talk to you about a couple things. Respect rule, top tens, highlights and clips, Lions versus Cowboys, the bottom feeders as far as the Get Your Life list. I want to talk about some defensive player and offensive player of the quarters, and we're introducing a new recipient of an award. I like to call it the No-Fly Zone. The No-Fly Zone. We'll save that for the end. First, we got to talk about respect. I mean, last time we talked on here, we talked about the Bum Juice Bowl and how people need to respect one another and take it to the sticks. Well, y'all been taking it to the sticks too hard. You've been making people cry, file complaints. Heck, they've been leaving the league. We lost how many people? Hold up, let me just check this right. We done lost some people, man. We lost some people up in here. We done lost 3 different people. The Pats, the Packers, the Dolphins. Heck, everybody leaving. I mean, welcome new guys. I appreciate you here. Thanks for filling the void. But gentlemen, this is a respect league. Let me remind you of the rule. Yes, I know you can ball. You can ball out. But with great power, y'all seen Spider-Man, comes great responsibility. Where I'm getting at is here in the rule book. If you read it, because you all say you agreed to it, I see it on Facebook. It says here, users are not allowed to run up the score on an opponent. If user is up 21 in the fourth quarter, he must run chew clock. Run the ball. No deep shots. User will punt on fourth down unless you're across the opposing 45-yard line. Y'all know the rest of the rules, but I wanted to harp on that. You can run whatever plays you want, but you're asked to mix it up a bit. And then, like I said, in the fourth quarter, I need you guys not to run the score up. That means run the clock out and turn the chew clock on. Run the ball in the fourth quarter if you are up 21. We got people quitting because they ain't been beat like this before, people. They a little upset. I mean, I got smashed on the other day, but you don't see me quitting. I could have shut the whole thing down, took my ball and went home. But I take my lickings like a man and I move forward. I didn't file no complaint. Yeah, he passed it in the fourth when he was up by 21, but it was just, it's gameplay, baby. It's whatever. The rules is there. You can either choose to file a complaint or not. But if a commissioner catches you and you did something dirty like, score like 56-6, I ain't calling no names, H. And then talk about it was all legit gameplay. I don't know. It's questionable, bro. Questionable. I'm gonna be able to say some stuff right. We're gonna enunciate. Anywho, so that's that. Okay, this week's highlight clips. I got a couple up there for you. We're just gonna pause for a second and enjoy these clips right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy these as well. There's some pretty good highlights here. Like I said, keep them coming. Just put them on the feed. I'll take care of the rest. All right, that's all the time I'm going to give you for clips. Anywho, Moving forward into Lions versus Cowboys. Like I said, I ain't going to hold y'all long today because I don't know how hot it is outside, but it's with these lights on, it's like a light over here and a light over there and one down there. It's hot. I'm sorry. I can't be in here this long because I might mess around and have a stroke on the set. I don't know who's going to record and put this up. But, hopefully it ain't my last recording. Like I said, I don't want to make it like that. So it's a little hot. We're going to get up out of here. Lions versus Cowboys. The reason I talk about the Lions versus Cowboys is because they are a mandatory game of the week when Week 16 gets here. Why you say that? It's because they are currently both undefeated. One is 7-0 and the other is 9-0. And they talking trash. Of course, like I said, talking a little bit of trash is good for the league. H feels like he's going to take it all the way. Said Lions going to the Super Bowl. And, of course, Rodriguez, a former Super Bowl champion, feels like he got this in the bag because his run game on point. Well, you're talking about a guy who gets it done through the air versus another guy who gets it done on the ground. I mean, H seems like he got his gameplay together. I'm not sure about the talent level of his opponents. No disrespect to any of you guys in the league. I'm just saying H is doing his thing, and he's blowing you guys out by a great deal. What's going on? I need y'all to go back to the lab, figure it out. Okay. So that's that. Then there's the Bum Juice Bowl update. I don't know what week the Bills play the Jets again, but I'm looking forward to the Bum Juice Bowl. Let's check out this schedule right quick. Let's take a look here. So let's see. We talking about week. Oh, okay. Bum Juice Bowl is the last game of the season. Week 17 will be another game of the week, mandatory game of the week for you guys. I don't care if it's a night game or not. It still will be a mandatory game of the week because it's the Bum Juice Bowl. Legitimate Bum Juice Bowl game of the week. Moving forward. Talk about those quitters. Don't quit. Like I said, we had 3 people quit. We got a good league here. I and the other commissioners will hold those people accountable as long as you file the complaint. They get their hands smacked, and then we get back to business. And then they realize, okay, we can't blow people up. Because there is a 3-strike policy. You continue to blow people up. You get those strikes put on you. And each time it's going to be more severe. You'll be losing playmakers on both sides of the field. And like I said, just read the rules. You'll see the strikes. At the 3rd strike, you're going to be dismissed. Also, don't quit. Don't quit during the game. If you desync, the penalty is going to be harsher for those people who desync than it is for the ones who were blowing up the score. Because at least they finished the game. They were trying to still finish the game. They may have acted like a full-on Richard. Like I said, don't be a Richard. For those of you Richards in the league, please know I'm not talking about you if your name is Richard. I'm talking about a reference like Dick Tracy. Richard. Yes. Anyway, so like I said, don't quit the game. Don't desync. Don't leave the league. Stick around. This is a good show. This is a good crew. I believe we can all have fun in this league and respect one another, both on the field and off the field. Let's move in to the top 10, people. These guys have earned it. Truly have earned a spot on this list. Let's go ahead and get into these top 10 people. And I'm not talking about the list that's on Daddy Leagues that you're looking down here. And I'm just trying to look for records, actually. But I have the list together. Number 10. It was hard. It was a tough choice here because it came down to me and it came down to another guy who is also a commissioner. Zach White, you are inside the top 10 with a record of 4-4, I believe. The Oakland Raiders, and it's pretty much being shown right now that the NFC is a lot stronger than the AFC. But don't count us out. We got some tough ones in there. Those Bengals, those Colts, and those Bills, beware. But I have the Raiders at 4-4 inside the top 10. For number 9, yours truly. I may have gotten stomped on yesterday. It was like 10-38. It was terrible. Couldn't get the run game going. I don't know what's up. But that's not the norm. That is not the norm for me. I'm 5-3. I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna get that playoff spot. Best believe. It's a tough division. It always is. It seems like with the AFC North. Speaking of the AFC North, number 8, Pittsburgh Steelers. Yay, black and yellow. Okay. I'm just still a little hot about the game. My bad. I just needed a moment. I'm still hot. I'm hot in the garage. I'm hot about the game. I'm ready to take my ball, go home. Just moment of silence for the Ravens. Okay, I'm over it. I got to get over it. It hurt my heart. It's cut me deep. Woo. Whatever, man. We gonna come back. This is why we got 2 games in the year. You get them daggone Steelers. Black and purple, not black and yellow. Whew. Steelers a beast, man. They gonna bring it. Next, number 7. You got the Niners. The 49ers at 6-1. Very impressive. Very impressive. I think that's Mr. Devontae Green. Lining people up. I told y'all. Don't sleep on this boy and he'll do you over. Or he'll do you over. Now listen. Boy, 6-1. Doing it big. Next, I got the Colts. Y'all probably like, well, Devontae Green was like 6-1, and the Colts is, you know what? I'm still saying the level of competition is a little bit questionable. Because, like I said, H is destroying everybody, and if H is destroying everybody, like I said, I'm not sure what his talent level is. If he is truly a monster, or if half the NFC is quitting and just garbage. I'm not sure. Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Show me your gameplay. I want to see them highlights. I want to see the game of the week highlights. I want to see some serious hits. I want to see some interceptions. I want to see, runbacks for TDs. Crazy stuff. Show me the NFC is tougher than I thought. As far as the ones at the bottom of the list here. Because, when you look at these standings here, like I said, Dallas is a tough one. The NFC East is just trash other than him. Then you look at San Francisco. Arizona's got 4 wins. I'll give you that. But Los Angeles and Seattle, y'all just, I'll get to y'all later. You got the Minnesota Vikings, the Green Bay Packers. The Packers owners quit, so he's at the bottom. Then there's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3-5. ATL's owning the division by 2 games up on New Orleans. I think New Orleans still gonna make a comeback. Carolina looking, broke even. But the rest of the division, it looks pretty sad. And then, even the AFC, you got some issues with Jacksonville and Houston. But like I said, I'll get into that a little bit later. We left off on number 6. Let's get to number 5. Like I said, the Saints. I got you at number 5 because you are currently in good position here. You are 6-1. 6-1. I told y'all don't sleep on them Saints. That boy got skills. And there's the Bills, people. The Bills at 7-2. Nick, Mr. I can't take my foot off the gas. I'm gonna need you to keep rolling, keep doing what you do, and make sure you obey the respect rule. The SPUK, whatever. I'm from Louisiana. We don't do that spelling thing. Anyway. Moving forward, number 3. Number 3, I got the Falcons. Tim Tool Time. Tim Allen, what's going on, man? You were doing it nice this year. You were pretty nice with the Rams, but I got a hold of you at one time. I'm not sure. I think you just had a bad day because I really think the Rams are pretty tough to make it to the playoffs like 3 years straight and reloaded. You were pretty much balling out. Ran into some brick walls with Tampa Bay, which I don't understand. But like I say, sometimes you just have your bad days. But not in this league. Currently, you are 8-1, sir. Kudos. Congratulations. Big ups to the Falcons. Number 2. Y'all probably wondering, who is the baddest man in all the land? And who's playing second fiddle? I'll let that suspense build. Actually, I might try to kill that fly that's in this room right now. It's coming close to the camera, so I know we might be on a commercial break. Oh, no, we good. Okay. So the second best player in the league. He's not going to like me for this. He's not going to like me. Hey, don't cut me. Don't cut me for this. Commissioner, if I'm trying to put a trade through, actually the trade is over. Okay, so you can't really do too much to me now. It's the Cowboys. Rodriguez, I only said you number 2 because I'm still curious to see what H is going to do or what H is capable of. Right now, I see a guy who's just destroying people left and right. He is leading the league in most categories. Receiving mainly. With the guy, he's got like 51 receptions, 1,154 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So he's methodically working the ball down the field. We're seeing this. He's got more receptions than most receivers in the game. Because right now, the second guy behind him is John Ross at 36 receptions. That lets me know he's not just bombing it. He's actually working the way down the field, either using outs or using whatever at his ability, at his disposal to do his thing. And I know you ball on the ground. I know you got Dez Bryant over there. I know what you're capable of. But what's scary is the number 1 guy we don't know what to game plan for. That's why he's at the number 1. That's why we got to give it up to H as the number 1 guy in the league. I mean, get the boy some love. He's worked for it pretty hard, even though he blows people out and may not obey the respect rule a little bit. And he does a lot of whining about players that he doesn't have, even though he's undefeated. Bruh. Let's look at this record again. 9-0. Stop whining. Now that we have covered the top 10, here comes the get your life. I'm going to need y'all to get your life together. Here's the 10 worst teams in the league. Woo. If your name is on this list, I'm going to need you to get your life together. I'm going to need you to put the kids to sleep a little earlier. Take about 30 minutes. Get you a scheme, brothers. And come and bring it. First person on this list, I called him out last week. There is that fly. Okay. I called him out last week. I said, hey, well, not last week, last quarter. I asked him to get his life together. What's he do? He goes and gets a win the night I'm actually recording the podcast. And he's still on the list, but he's not number 1 anymore. He's number 10. Gabe, kudos to you for doing your thing. I think you were actually on a win streak, but let me be sure. With those New York Giants. Why is my internet not working? Oh, it was working out. Okay. Let's see your schedule. Let's see. Oh, no. You're not on a win streak because I kind of did something dirty to you. Beat you 56-17. Hey, I did obey the respect rule. I was on the ground, folks. This is how you do it. All the way up to the 4th quarter, you can do what you want. 4th quarter come, run the ball, run chew clock. I ran the clock, chewed the clock out, still put up 56 points, people. That's how you do it. Anyway, Gabe just put a slacking on the Rams, 25-3. He beats the Green Bay Packers 28-0. I don't know if that was against computer or not because I know the Green Bay Packers quit. But I don't know if it was then or the week before or if my boy was just trash. Zach might have just been trash. Who knows? Sometimes he gets frustrated after he gets one beat and then he takes another one. And then I think that might have been the one that he quit on. So kudos to you for making somebody quit. I mean, it wasn't a disrespect rule, whatever. You beat him 28-0. So, kudos. But you're still on the bottom 10, so I still need you to get your life together. Number 9. The 9th worst person in the league. Another commissioner. The Bears. Mr. Lowry. You ain't Mike Lowry. You ain't Shaft. All I want to know is who gonna tore off and whoop Shaft butt now. Brother, get your life together. Get into the lab. Stop running those PA seams because it obviously ain't working. Get your ground game going. You got good running backs. You have decent receivers with speed. Work it out, buddy. We're praying for you. Moving on. Number 8. With the record of 1-6. The Redskins. Now, the reason I put you at number 8 is because I know that you haven't been in the league long, and those losses, some of those aren't yours. But I still need you to get your life together. Pull yourself up out the gutter if you're trying to make the playoffs, buddy. Because the East is looking terrible right now. Dallas is owning y'all. This Cowboy, they yelling over here, how about them Cowboys? Woo! Yeah, I'm talking about, baby. Nah. You got to get it together. Number 7. This one comes from the AFC North. Tank, you were coming out strong. You actually beat me with a fundamental game of screens and out routes and everything else that I was not expecting. So kudos to you. I think you had a pretty strong ground game as well. But you 2-5, bro. I had to put you on this list. You need to work it out. Do what you was doing in weeks 1 and 2 because you actually look like a legitimate contender. Now you a pretender. Sorry, bro. Sorry about you. You don't like it, you can catch me outside. That's all I'm saying. Catch me outside. Anywho, I'll see you later on in the season so I can go ahead and get my W back. Can you believe I lost to the Browns, the Boo Boo Browns? No. Still upset. Just can't believe I keep losing in the AFC North. It just drives me crazy. Anywho, the Eagles are at number 6 with a record of 2-6. Not only can you guys not spell when it comes to your draft picks, these Eagles can't fly. So you might as well change your alma mater, your song, to something else because these Eagles are not flying. They are grounded at 2-6. Let's move forward to number 5. Rory, I said you was a sleeper. You was deep sleep. You like Van Gogh sleep, bro. I don't know what to say here. 2-6. I told everybody you was one of the coldest out there, that you game plan your opponent, that you ready, you gonna bring it, this, that, and the other. You made a liar out of me, bro. You made me look bad. It's bad for the name, it's bad for the show. It made me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Get your life. Next, number 4. I mentioned you earlier. You just got smacked 25-3. You don't even need to look at this show. Don't just turn it off. Turn off. Just go ahead up to the TV, up to the computer. Hit the off button, and go with practice mode. Don't even look. Nope. Just turn it off. I know you're still looking. Turn off TV. Turn off the daggone computer, and go to the lab. 25-3, bro. You 2-6 right now. Get your life. Hey, you at number 4. Okay, so there's people that are worse than you that probably need to turn this thing off and just go study. Just go pick up a book, a Madden player. I don't know. Go YouTube somebody. I don't know. Go get your homeboy, sit down with your teacher. You need a life coach, something. Moving to the Jets at number 3. Jeremiah Utter, I played you this year. It was a pretty good beatdown, bro. I'm about to go look at this here. Let's go take a look at the Jets, how their season has been going. Ooh. Okay. You beat the Browns. Good on you. I couldn't beat the Browns, so that's actually a plus. You got some positive right there. But then the Cardinals, ooh. He put them things on you. Put it on you. 34-10. Hey, you beat the Steelers. How you beat the Steelers? I can't beat the Steelers. Y'all need to tell me, we gonna talk. I need y'all gonna talk to me about this, about these Steelers, about these AFC North opponents, because y'all smacking them and I can't seem to smack them, and that's an issue. I got a problem with that. Okay. Then let's see here. You got. Okay, you barely lost to the Seahawks. I think you gave them the one win of the season, so he was kind of celebrating, Got cocaine and white girls running all over the place. I mean, it was straight up bananas party over there for him. Okay. Yeah. I got you 20-3. Okay. Yeah, you gonna be all right. These are not all breakaway games on you. You're gonna be fine, boy. All right. Moment of silence for the Jets. Okay. Jets, Jets. Moving forward. But I don't think they was able to spell either, were they? In the draft. Nope. Next is the Jags at number 2 with a record of 1-6. Karad, I don't think you played half these games, bro. But that's your fault. Figure your schedule out, get your life together, and get back on these sticks, boy. Stop trying to get the number 1 draft pick because we ain't having a second season. Plain and simple, man. But they took the vote. Looks like we lost. I won a second, but y'all wanted to actually just go straight into Madden 18. I'm okay with that. And the worst team in the league should be obvious. Absolutely 100% obvious. It is, oh boy, Seattle Seahawks. Moment of silence. His head probably still down because he's asleep. He been sleeping on this league the whole time. Get this man a pillow. Y'all been putting this dude to sleep every week. Let me check this daggone schedule with this dude. Like I said, he got the 1 win on the Jets. Ooh, 63-9, 51-7, 37-0, 34-0. Right. We go. Both of them. Get your life together, bro. Get your life. All right. Now that we have gotten out of the Get Your Life list, let's move forward. There are some honors that are going to be handed out. I don't think we're going to have any drum roll issues this time, right? Right? All right. Let's get it going. For Defensive Player of the Quarter. Seriously. Will Redmond. Will Redmond, folks. This is a 68 overall player. And let me tell you what I was looking at when I saw the stats on this guy. I was looking at the overall over the last 4 weeks. Sure, there are some guys who are sack leaders, interception leaders, but I was looking at the full package within the last 4 weeks. And this guy has held it down. Look at these stats. He's had 9 tackles, 4 picks, and a sack in the last 4 games. So I thought his overall body work was great. Like I said, he's a 68 overall, and it's the San Francisco 49ers. So big ups to Mr. Green. You doing your thing. And yes, I made a run. The next player of the quarter is the offensive player of the quarter. This quarter, it goes to a guy who has a game plan after something I used to model last year. It was kind of just launching this joint. With 15 receptions for over 453 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he did that all within 3 weeks because I couldn't get the stats to upload. Let's talk about his new stats right now. Let's see. This boy is a monster. However, he does have 98 speed, so he has a bit of an advantage to the other people in this league. With only 3 drops on the season, and in the last 4 games, he managed to put up 7 touchdowns. So 7 touchdowns, 453 yards. Y'all give it up for John Ross. John Ross, folks, of the Cincinnati Bengals. They said, boy got 98 speed, so y'all better be on the lookout and make sure you pull those corners back when you see this guy hop on the field. Just saying. Because with 15 receptions, lets me know he's just throwing up prayers. At least I know how to game plan him now, even though my corners are extremely slow. We'll figure it out. Hopefully you don't get the ball off. All right. Last but not least, like I said, there is a no-fly zone award. And that is going to go to, just waiting on my drum roll here. It's just a little frustrating when you ain't got nobody working with you or at least it feel like it. Somebody could have took care of the AC bill this month. I mean, it's seriously hot. You know, just saying. And then you can't even get the drum roll right. You got me talking to you versus talking to the camera here. Can't get an intern worth nothing. Thank you. Finally for the drum roll. Put the shit down. No fly zone of the quarter goes to ATL Shouter with 19 interceptions in the last 4 weeks. That is a no fly zone. Don't throw it. Just don't throw it. As Ed Reed said, he said, don't throw it. They gonna throw it. They gonna throw it. Oh man. I hate it for whoever got this guy on the schedule. Let me check my schedule right quick, see if Baltimore got him on the schedule, because I don't want to see them Falcons. Tim the Tool Time is not playing. He ain't playing around, bro. He is not playing around. Let me check my schedule right now. Please, no Falcon, no Falcon, no Falcon, no Falcon, no Falcon. Okay, we good. We good. Okay, the rest of y'all screwed. Whatever. This is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. Thanks for tuning in to the Cash Rider Reports podcast of NPR. Y'all take care. Have a good night. We out.